Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we are going to discuss that how to install Cisco ACI Simulator. So application centric infrastructure comes under the umbrella of SDN technologies. So we have SDN solutions for each type of network, like local area network we have Cisco DNAC. For wide area network we have Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN. Likewise for data center network we have a solution known as ACI solution, application centric infrastructure solutions. And in ACI we have main components, like we have spine switches, we have leaf switches, and then we have Cisco APIC, the controller, right? So these are the three main components we have in ACI environment, and the architecture which we are using known as spine and leaf architecture. So in this case, the connectivity is very simple. Spine switches are allowed to connect to the leaf switches are allowed to connect to the spine switches, but as well as the APIC is also connected to leaf. That's the connectivity we have. Now when we start learning this technology, right, whenever we learn about it, theory part is okay, but what about the labs? Because if you want to learn a topic, right, so theory part is required, but as well as we have to perform the lab so that we can get the idea of the whole technology, how to deploy it. But doing labs is very difficult for the ACI, because you need nexus switches which are running in ACI OS mode. So having physical nexus switches, physical APIC is going to be very you know costly. So what do we have here to practice? Cisco gave us a solution known as ACI Simulator. So in this Cisco ACI Simulator, we'll get access of Cisco APIC as well as leaf and spine switches. So we'll see how to install it in a server as a virtual machine. So first of all, you need what? You need the OVA file. Download OVA file from Cisco official website. For this, we have this website here, software.cisco.com download home. So in this software.cisco.com, let's wait guys, Cisco websites are a bit slower comparatively. If you go to the download home, this is the web page you will land here. Search for APIC, not APIC, sorry, ACI, or you can type simulator, application centric infrastructure simulator. So we have this is the latest version 6.14H OVA file, but you have to download it. File size is almost 4.1 GB, right? But guys, you need Cisco credentials. So logging through the Cisco credentials, I have arranged this image somehow. I got the image in my desktop and copied it to the server machine here. So I already got this file, the OVA file. I got two versions, 6.12Gs and 5.21G part OVA. So we are going to install the latest one. We are going to install the latest one, 6.1.2G OVA. So what I'm doing here, first of all, you'll say I want to create a virtual machine. Now this is a OVA file. So you have to select deploy a virtual machine from an OVF or OVA file. Next, you can give it a name. Let's give it a name ACI Simulator. In ACI Simulator, I'll select that file 6.1, open, next. I'm going to choose data store 2 here. You can choose accordingly in your environment. Then I'm going to assign it a VM network and I'll power it on, but first I'll upload this image. Next, finish. So now my desktop will upload this image to this server. You see here in the bottom, it's going on. It will take some time to upload the file. It's almost 5% already uploaded, right? So let's pause the video and we'll come back once the process is completed. All right, so our ACI simulator image has been uploaded to this server now. Let's refresh the page and we have ACI simulator here. Let's power on this virtual machine. open console in new tab. So it will take some time to boot up. And here we have two choices. We have large deployment and small deployment. So if you want to have upload the image to a VMware server, power on the virtual machine. You have to power on the virtual machine. Preparing ACI simulator, please wait, this may take a few minutes. So now here, when you install it for the first time, it is going to ask you that, are you going to deploy a large size topology? What does this large size topology means? This large size topology will give us two spine switches, two leaf switches, and three APIC controllers. If you want to have a cluster of Cisco APIC, but it is very CPU intensive. It require a lot of resources. That's why we are going to deploy small size topology here. In the small size topology, what we are getting, one spine switch, two leaf switches, and we have one APIC controllers. So we're going to deploy the small size topology here. Let's go back to this. So preparing ACI simulator, please wait, this may take a few minutes. It will take a few minutes and then it will give us an option to choose that what you want exactly. You want to deploy a large size topology or a smaller topology. So it will give us option to choose the large size. We'll say no, we don't want the large size topology here. Let's wait for this. You see the option here, right? Default simulator topology consists of one APIC, one leaf, and one spine. You can select large topology with three APIC, two leaves, and two spines. No, we don't want the large size topology. I'll say no. Selecting small topology. Starting APIC 1. So this is a APIC simulator. So we are going to use the default values. I'm not going to change the values here. We're going to with the default values. So we'll say enter, 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 and then we'll just choose the management IP address, because using that management IP address, we'll get the GUI access of our Cisco APIC. We'll get the GUI access of our Cisco APIC. So most of the things are going to be default for now. In real-time deployment, you have to be very careful and you select the properties accordingly. Enter the fabric name. I'll say enter. Enter the fabric ID. Yes, 1. Enter the number of active controllers in the fabric. We have just one APIC. Is this a standby controller? No. Controller ID 1. Is this APIC connected to fabric over layer 3 network? No. Enter the port ID. So by default we have just one port. Enter the controller name APIC 1. If you have three APICs, we can give name APIC 1, then APIC 2, then APIC 3. So yes, APIC 1. Tap addresses. Yes. Infrastructure VLAN 4. Address pool for bridge domain multicast addresses. Enter. IPv6 for out of band management. No, we have IPv4 address. So in my environment, I'm using pool of 192.168.1.0/24. So I'm giving an IP address 192.168.1.50/24. Using this IP address, we'll get the GUI access of Cisco APIC. So please be careful here. The default gateway is 1.1. Speed duplex auto. Enable strong password. So in production network, you're going to say yes, but now I'll say no. I don't want to deploy a secure password. I just want simple one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you choose a strong password, it doesn't allow us to set a password like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 8. You have to have a secure password. Would you like to edit the configuration? No, everything looks fine. Now again, it will take few seconds and then we are going to get the CLI access or login portal. Init setup done. All right. So guys, I would suggest you to start learning ACI technology as soon as possible. This is going to be the future of network engineers. We have to learn all the SDN solutions. If you're a LAN engineer, you have to learn Cisco DNAC. For wide area network, there's Cisco Viptela SD-WAN, which is rebranded as Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN. And if you are interested in data center technologies, you must learn ACI, application centric infrastructure. Very interesting technology, and it is also part of SDN domain, software defined networking hierarchy. So we have controllers to manage the whole network, or you can say the switches, routers. Here, this Cisco APIC will manage our leaf and spine switches. So starting system processes, we are almost there. Now you see that we're getting the login portal. So I'll do what? I'll first go to the CMD, and in the CMD, we'll ping the IP address of our APIC. Ping 192.168.1.50. So my APIC server is reachable. Now let's go to the browser and type here https 192.168.1.50. You have to choose advanced, accept the risk and continue. Okay, begin setup. So it will take few more minutes guys to give us the GUI access. Then it will ask us to log in with username and password. Let's wait, and till then you can just try one more thing. Here you can open putty, and you can try to access this route, this APIC through SSH 192.168.1.50. SSH is working. Admin 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. You see that I'm able to log into Cisco APIC CLI show version. So this command is going to show us the firmware version of APIC as well as the leaf and spine switches. But right now leaf and spine switches are not discovered and registered. Once they are registered on the Cisco APIC, then you will see the leaf and spine switches also. But this is the version of our Cisco APIC 6.1. Now let's try again. https 192.168.1.50. Yes, admin 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So in the next video I'll be exploring the GUI part, and as well as I'll explain it to you guys as well. So please make sure that you subscribe our YouTube channel for the latest videos related to ACI. So in the next class I'll explain this GUI part. But for this right now you see we have Cisco APIC running and we got the GUI access as well. In the right bottom side you see we have just one APIC, APIC 1. So you can go to the controllers. In the controllers you can see right now we have one APIC. If you click on APIC, you can see the details related to this APIC controller. If I go to the general tab, in the general tab I'll see the controllers. If you have physical APIC in real-time networks, then you'll see all the details related to the hardware. But right now it's a virtual environment. It's not a hardware APIC. You'll not see much details in the hardware part. Likewise, what I'll do here, I'll just show you that how to register switch. If you go to the fabric membership, in the fabric inventory fabric membership, you see that the Cisco APIC has discovered a switch. This is my leaf one. So what we do guys, we say register, because Cisco APIC will automatically discover your switches. So I'll say node ID 101. I can give it a name leaf 101. Please make sure that you give a unique node ID and unique node name. A role can be same. For two leaf it will be leaf, for spine it is going to be spine. So let's say we register it. Once you register this switch will move from nodes pending registration to registered nodes. Right now we don't have any node here, but it will be moving from this to this. Let's wait. Right now the status is unknown because the switch is going to be registered very soon. See, status changed to discovering, and now if we go to the registered nodes, it will be visible here anytime soon. See, from here disappeared, and in the registered nodes I can see my leaf switch now. Name is leaf 101, then node type is leaf, node ID is 101 here. We are almost there. In the status it will show us active. In the status it will show us active. Yeah, so we can see the status is active now. If we go back to the CLI now and I say show version, it will show you the firmware version of controller as well as the leaf switch. It will take few minutes. It will be visible here. Okay, no worries. After few minutes it will be visible, but you will be able to see the firmware version of all appliances here. That's how we can register. Now the next switch will be discovered. Spine, you can register this switch also. Register, you can give it a node ID 201, node name, I can give it a name spine 201. Role is also spine register. In case of virtual environment it seems like this, but in case of actual environment you have to check the serial number, and on the behalf of the serial number you'll be assigning the roles. You'll be assigning the roles. Now it will also move from this side to this side, but I'm going to create a new video on this, that how to register the switches in Cisco ACI, and then how to see the topology and port details. For this video we are going to wrap up here guys, that how to install Cisco ACI Simulator as a virtual machine. So I would like to thank you everyone watching this video till the end. Please make sure that you subscribe our YouTube channel, as well as like the video, put a comment if you like the content. Thank you so much.